An important part of the writing process is revising and editing. Here I have a student who is very comfortable with planning out what she wants to write and then using that plan to actually write her piece. As she writes, you notice that she's continually going to her plan and checking it to make sure that she has enough information in her work. In this piece, she's writing about things she's done at art camp. I find that this particular student is able to flow with an idea, get it out easily, and she's pretty comfortable with capitalization and punctuation. So my goals with her and the scaffold that I build for her is to really work on making her spelling more conventional and helping her pull out sounds in words as she writes. As you look closely at her draft, she has a very difficult time getting sounds within words. For example, her spelling of crayons, Corons. I've had to work with her on saying words slowly so that she can hear sounds. Stuffed with a T at the end is also something that we look at because she needs to work on that ED ending. There are many words that are on her word wall that she will go and check, and so when I conference with her, I'll circle a lot of those and have her check. If you notice, she also has correct letters within words, but jumbles them up. For example, when she writes used, UESD, she knows all the letters that go in there, but we need to get them in the proper order. BD reversals are also something that is still common with this student. I just try to help her know when to turn them around. Looking at her second page, there's a couple things we're going to attend to. We're going to look at the word elephant because she's attempted to spell it as E-L-E-F-E-T, not getting that N sound at the end. Used again is another word that she's jumbled the letters in, and Minnie's on her word wall, so we'll have her check. I do want to point out how she has attempted to spell beads correctly, B-E-E-D-S. We have worked on getting that silent vowel in there. Wire, she spelled W-A-R-E-Y, so we're going to address that. Horse, she has the correct letters, just in a different order. Original is a little bit confusing. She's gone with that word as A-R-E-G-E-N. I've been working with her on finding all the syllable parts and then listening closely to the sounds in the particular word so she can get all of the syllables. I've got to get her listening to that O sound at the end, original. Already is one she's going to have to check on the word wall. She spelled it A-R-E-T. Started, S-T-O-N-D-E. I'm going to hit her with art. You know how to spell art. Who, she spelled H-O-W. She's just inverting the order of the words. So those are the kinds of things that I'll scaffold and work on with her. I'll have her go through and revise on her own first using a purple pen. Then the next step is to have her use a green pen just to make sure her capitalization and punctuation is where she wants it. She's very good at checking her own conventions, and she does catch some of her own mistakes when she revises, but we'll need to look together carefully. I paint my first crayon blue. Do you mean to say that you painted, like in the past? I painted my first crayon blue?
Yeah.
So what do you need to add to make paint painted? Painted. Okay. All right, so let's kind of go through it slowly here and make sure that we've got all the parts making sense. And then you know what we're going to do next, right? Okay. All right. First, I made my crayons. I stuffed. Okay, now we talked about the ending. Stuffed. It sounds a little bit like a T, but you know, yes, ma'am. ED. Okay. I stuffed newspaper into all of them. Okay, and that's your crayons.
Yeah. Oh.
What if you said all of the crayons? You know what you're talking about. I'm just trying to stay clear. Crayons is a tough word. I'll give it to you later. Okay, I...
Wrapped.
Oh, wrapped. Okay. Wrap. I hear a sound that I think we need to put in there. What do you think? There we go. Oh, yep, you know ED. Okay, I wrapped.
This stuff.
Okay, is this?
Yeah, it's this.
It is. Are you sure? I don't think this is even on your word wall. But this word is, and this word is these.
Well, this, it has to be this stuff around it.
So we don't want these, do we?
No.
Okay, we're going to change these to this. Okay, I wrap this stuff around them and let them dry. Okay. What do we need? There you go. Turn it around. Okay. Then, and of course you're going to make sure that's capital T, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know me, I'm picky. Then I made my crayon box. I made the box by myself. That is awesome. I put the paper on it.
Then I.
Let's see.
Then I colored it.
Colored it. Okay. As I'm saying the word colored, I'm hearing a letter sound that I think we need in there. Colored. Okay, and then you know at the end is your ED, right? That's it. Good. Next, I did the crayons. I painted my fur. Okay, fur. What sound am I hearing that we need to put in there? And it's actually in your word wall, I think.
I'm just looking up there.
Good.
I have it right there.
Oh, where you spelled it before. Good job. Smart thinking.
Crayon.
First crayon. Here, with your bracelet. Blue. I used a paintbrush. Excellent. Okay. After that, what's that made? Ah, there we go.
My elephant picture.
Elephant picture. I used so many beads. I had to use a hot glue gun. Finally, I made my
wire horse.
Wire horse. Okay. We'll talk about this word when we come back to it.
I got to make an original.
Okay, got to make an. Yeah, anytime you have a word that starts with a vowel, we want to use an. There we go.
An original.
Original. Okay, I hear an ending there. Let's talk about that word. Original. Let's see if we can do the syllable parts that we hear. In all. Okay, excellent. This is actually how it goes. You did a nice job. It's an R. Or idge in all. See all the parts? Or idge in all. Original. Excellent. Okay.
I already started, so I was the only person who made the original wire horse.
Excellent. Okay, like always, Lucy, you always have fantastic ideas. Your ideas flow out really well. You know, the one thing we always work on is the spelling. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is find words that are on the wall for you to check. Okay, first I made my crayons, and I'm going to give you crayons so that you can check it. Isn't that a funny word? Kind of looks like crayon. That's a tough one. I only know it because when I used to color, I always had crayons and they had the word crayon written all over them. Crayon or crayon, depending on how you say it. Okay, I stuffed newspaper. Now, paper, we're going to put paper on here because it's a word you use a lot. News. There's a sound in there that you don't quite hear. Grew, blue. Let me think of other words with that family. Chew. That EW. Ew, ew, ew. Okay, so you'll check paper into all of the crayons, and then you can go ahead and fix crayons here. I put it up here for you. There we go. Okay, nice job with wrapped. Did you remember learning about WR at the beginning of a word? And W being silent sometimes? Okay. And we've talked a little bit about this before, but I will review because I know your brain's on summer vacation. Whenever we have that word that ends with a single consonant, we can double it. Wrapped. But you got the ED ending. Excellent. Okay, let's see. I wrapped this stuff around them and let them dry. Okay.
My brain is usually on books now.
I
read an hour like every night, and I keep finishing books, and I really need some new books.
You do?
Yeah.
Or did you read all the 39 clues? The first 10?
Everyone.
Okay, I was going to say, I just finally got those this summer.
I read every single one.
I think I might have one you, or a couple here you might want to borrow.
Okay.
All right, we'll wrap this up and then we'll check out. Let's see. Then I made my crayon. Oh, I'm sorry. I fixed dry. D-R-Y. Y sometimes at the end sounds like a vowel, and it sounds like an I by itself. Now is that made with a D?
Yes.
Oh, let's turn the D around. There we go. Turn the D around. It's C-R-A-Y. It's like cray. I always think of it as crayon.
Blah.
I know. It's a tricky one. That's one of those words, though, that the more you write it, the more it'll get stuck. Now, it's not crayons box, though, is it?
Crayon.
Okay, we'll just take off the S. Okay, I made the box by myself. I put, okay, put is in the word while you're going to check that one out. Now you got paper there on it. Then color. When I color something, this is the word color, which doesn't look, I don't know if color's on here.
Put is on there.
Put is on there. I'm going to add color on here for you.
Put.
What I need to do is go back and kind of make a new Lucy word wall, I think. Okay, now color and then colored. Okay, then I colored it. I like that nice short sentence. It's a lot of sentence fluency. You have longer sentences and then you've added in some shorter sentences to make it more interesting.
I did the crayons.
Okay, you'll fix crayons. Crayon.
Crayon.
Crayon. Whoop. On. And then S. There you go.
I painted my first crayon.
Crayon. There you go. By the end of this, you're going to have it.
And I used a paintbrush.
Okay, great. We're going to check used. Here's use. So to make it used, you would put the D on the end.
But that's a D.
You have all the right letters, but you have U-E-S-D. We're going to switch the E and the S.
S-E.
See it? U-S-E. It's kind of like us. Yeah, it's kind of like us with the silent.
I used a paintbrush.
Paintbrush. And then I'm going to give you, you are very close on paint. I like that you got the sounds. You don't hear that silent I. No, you don't hear the silent I. I'm after you about getting the sounds you hear. Did you get all the sounds you hear?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I want. Okay, I used a paintbrush. Okay, then after that I made my, okay. All right, let's work on elephant. Elephant. All right, you know ant, don't you? Go ahead and do ant at the end. Now I'm putting my finger there so we can put the sound. Okay, that's an F sound, but guess what?
TH.
Not a TH, because that's... There are two letters that make a F sound, like in phone.
PH.
PH, you got it. Okay, and then L. Elephant. That's tricky. Okay, picture. I'll give you a picture because picture's kind of tough. We'll eventually get it on a word wall for you. And then you fixed used. Okay, so many. Many better be on here. Any is.
Many isn't.
But if you know any,
Many.
it sounds like an E, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's actually an A. M-A-N-Y. There you go.
Beads.
Many beads. All right, I love this. You knew that it's a long E, so you put a silent vowel in there. It's actually an A, but no, that's great. But Lucy, that's exactly what we've been working on. When you're recognizing that you have that long sound, you know you've got a silent one in there. Knowing which silent one to use is going to come with time. Okay, I had to...
What? Which one?
Use?
Oh.
Nope, you're good. That's pretty good for being out of school for a couple weeks.
My wire horse.
Okay, wire. Now,
Yeah.
see that Y at the end?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we hear a Y-like sound. Wire. Wire rhymes with fire.
Wire horse.
Horse.
I got
And
to make an original. I already started.
hang on a second. You've got all the letters in horse. I'm just going to flip-flop your S and your E. Horse.
I already started, so I was the only person who made an original wire horse.
Okay, let's take a look
And I
at
spelled wire right here correctly, I think.
correct
Nope.
letters. Just flip-flop your
Alright.
R and your E. Perfect. Okay, let's take a look at starting. Start.
It's already, right here.
Take a look. Started's on the word wall.
I think we need to fix our...
Because I know you know how to spell art. Art.
It.
There you go. Art.
And already.
Already. Oh. Is it not on here? Ready should be. There's ready.
Oh, so I just write all in front of it.
And it's actually just one L.
I know.
And then ready.
D-E. Already.
All right. Already started. So I was the only.
I know only's.
Check it again.
Oh.
The more I keep you working with these words, though, the more automatic they
Only
become.
person.
Okay, there's a sound in person. Let me tell you what. You almost have it. You're missing a sound. Can you figure out the sound you're missing?
So, P and
Person. What sound are you leaving out?
R. Right here, here.
Well, if it were first, it would be pre-son.
Person.
Person. Yep. Okay. Who? You have the correct letters. They're just jumbled.
Who made the
Who made
original
wire horse? Okay, and then horse. Fantastic.
Yay.
Yay! Look how quickly you...
So here is the finished piece. The purple pen is where Lucy's gone through and done her own revising, or it's at points where we did the revising together. The pink pen is where I did some teaching points with her, particularly working on having her check words that are on a word wall resource, or working with her on identifying sounds within words that she's not quite getting. The green pen is where she went back and just checked her conventions carefully to make sure she had all of her capitalization and punctuation. Further scaffolds with this student need to include really working with various patterns within words and being able to isolate and identify specific sounds within words.